So the question is, should you actually go and buy a broken iPhone? Now, there's a few different cases of a broken iPhone, and I wouldn't really be the first person to recommend buying a broken iPhone for your first iPhone if you plan on buying it and using it as your main phone and all that other stuff. But if you kind of know what you're doing, you can get some very deep discounts on an iPhone if you actually buy it in somewhat, distressed conditions. Now, the main iPhones I would recommend avoiding by any means necessary are iPhones that have an Apple ID lock, an IMEI or an ESN number that's bad, those types of things, or an iPhone that's financed and is no longer being financed, aka it still has payments on it. Those types of iPhones I would not even touch with a 50-foot pole, whatever the saying is. Those iPhones are not going to get better. They're pretty much locked. There's nothing you can do with them unless you're going to use them for parts or other things and you know what you're doing, then buy them, who cares? But if you're trying to actually buy an iPhone to use, those are the 4 or 5 iPhones I would not recommend buying at all. Now, also phones that are a little bit discontinued or outdated, phones like the iPhone 6, the 5S, the 6S, and the 7, I'll probably recommend not getting those right now, mostly because they're already at their end of life. There's really not a big point in picking those iPhones up either. But taking a step forward, another big iPhone that honestly I kind of have bought a lot of and I enjoy these iPhones a lot are cracked iPhones. Now, with a cracked iPhone, these things have either cracked backs or cracked fronts. And with these types of iPhones, these are somewhat of my favorite ones. The ones that have cracked backs, you can negotiate like crazy, and you can probably get those iPhones for like 50% off of what a good condition iPhone in that iPhone price would cost. So if you look at like an iPhone 10R, brand new, you could probably get for like $150 or $190, on eBay, not brand new, but a used condition. With the cracked back on that iPhone, that thing can go down to $120, maybe even $100 if you're lucky. So those are definitely some iPhones I would recommend looking into. Beyond that though, if there's any iPhones that do have some sort of like water damage, or if there's iPhones that have other, kind of are stuck in like a little bit worse conditions, things like cracked LED panels or cracked LCD panels, the Face ID's gone bad, things like that, those are iPhones that I probably wouldn't recommend buying either. The best ones are the ones that I think are probably a little bit cracked on the back. If they're cracked on the front, it's going to cost you money to replace it and all that stuff. But the back cracks, you can easily go ahead and kind of fix by either putting a skin on the back. And there's other ways you can go and kind of, navigate around it too. But overall, should you buy a broken iPhone? I mean, I would probably say yeah, if you know what you're doing. If you really don't know what you're doing, like you don't even know how to negotiate or anything like that, just stick with buying a good used quality iPhone with a decent warranty, like a 30-day money-back guarantee. Those types of iPhones are probably going to do you a lot better than getting a broken iPhone and trying to save a little bit of money. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.